What's up, Gear Mortals? Trey Xavier here. Welcome to episode 7 of Dear Gods, in which I answer your questions. Let's take a look at question numero uno. Aaron Campbell says, "You are Andy from Parks and Recreation. That makes me feel really good about myself. Thank you." Mark Toast, "Will Ferrell sure is a good guitarist." And just like that, my self-esteem is in the gutter once again. Thomas Black here asks, "Trey, how would you go about promoting your music?" So the short answer is basically that you're gonna wanna focus on doing just one or two things and then promoting the living crap out of it, okay? Put a lot of effort into making one or two things that are really, really great and memorable. And then spend all the rest of that time just pushing the living crap out of it on anybody who will listen. I think I probably have it a little bit easier than some people because working in the industry, I have a ton of connections and a pretty good understanding of how the whole music business works. And so I'm actually gonna be able to give you a little insight on how I am going about promoting my music, or will be very soon at the very least. There's going to be new music from In Virtue coming out hopefully within the next 3 or 4 months. We're basically at a point where we're nearly done with the recording. First and foremost, the thing that we're doing that I think you should also consider doing is not recording a fucking album. In fact, we're not even recording an EP right now. We're going to record and release one song. Where we go from there could be a number of things, but I can tell you this much. The effort, the time, and the money that you spend putting into an entire full-length album will most likely be wasted. I tell you this from the boxes of CDs that I have sitting in my closet. I think I've said a little bit of this before, but definitely focus on one single. Even if you're intending on recording a whole album, record one single, start to finish, and work on getting that out and spending a lot of money and time and effort pushing this one single. Even if your plan is to have it be part of a full-length album, just get that one thing done and get it out. You want to think about where you're putting your budget more than anything else, okay? Promotion should be your #1 expense when it comes to the song or anything that you're putting out, or a tour that you're trying to promote, music video, anything. So what I'm going to be doing is putting most of my eggs into one basket, and that's this music video that we're going to make, and we're going to put it out. One thing that you should definitely do as much as possible is to not put anything out on your own. If you have a single or a music video that you're trying to drop, you want to do it in association with some kind of a publication. Something like Gear Gods, Metal Injection, Metal Insider, Metal Sucks, or go as big as you possibly can. If you can get it premiered on Billboard, if you can get it premiered on, you know, Rolling Stone. Depends on the kind of music that you're playing and if there's anything special about you. You're definitely going to want to spend a lot of your promotional budget hiring a PR firm or an individual publicist, because they have the connections to get you those kinds of releases and collaborations with websites and different kinds of publications. I'm going to be hiring myself a really good publicist who's going to help me do that kind of stuff for my song. Essentially, whatever your budget is, allocate at least 75% of it for promotion. You're also going to want to make sure that you capitalize on every little bit of promotion that you get. If a website does a premiere for you, you're going to want to share the link directly on all of your social media to the website. So this is a big problem that we encounter. Sometimes we do premieres for bands for like a music video or a playthrough or something like that. And instead of sharing the link to the Gear Gods post, they'll share the direct link to the YouTube video that's on their channel. And then I'm like, why did we do this for you? And now we're never gonna do anything for you ever again, because you essentially just snubbed us. So you don't wanna do that. That's like a basic professionalism thing. You definitely wanna watch out for stuff like that. So good luck, it's a jungle out there. Carlos Rodriguez wants to know, is there anything wrong when recording guitars with recording one performance of an entire song for both left and right rhythm guitars, as opposed to breaking the guitar parts into sections recording them individually and throwing them all together to create the entire track. Carlos, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this inherently. Of course, it's really a matter of whether or not you're capable of getting a really tight performance all the way through the song in one take. If you are, then by all means, that is actually absolutely ideal. The reason that you cut up a performance into sections or take it one part at a time is just to play it tight and, you know, to give each section a lot of individual attention. If you don't need to do that, if you can do it all in one go, then holy crap, great. You're a great guitar player. The world needs more people like you. I wouldn't feel like you should record it in pieces just for the sake of doing it. That's silly. It's possible that you've run into a problem with like an engineer or producer telling you that you have to do it one piece at a time. I would suggest doing this. Just have them record you playing it all the way through one time, start to finish, and if the final product is amazing, then you don't need to chop it up. You have to demonstrate to them that you can do that. I think most producers and engineers assume that people are incapable of doing that at this point because it's become so commonplace to track one part at a time. But don't let that hold you back. And now your piece of unsolicited advice, in which I answer a question that nobody asked. What I want you to try this week is to step outside of your own self-imposed boundaries. Because what I've discovered is that we all have this idea of where the edges are for what we're personally willing to try. When it comes to music, there's no danger in exceeding those boundaries. It's not like an issue of safety, you know. You're not doing anything crazy by going and listening to a kind of music that you don't normally listen to, or learning to play a kind of music that you've never tried before. Just because you're a shred metal guitarist doesn't mean that learning some country licks is going to hurt you or cause any kind of damage. It can only expand your mind and your tastes and make you better at music. There's nothing that you can do in music that will make you worse, except for doing nothing. So get out there, go to a show, some band you wouldn't normally go see, take a lesson from somebody in a genre of music that you normally wouldn't try or haven't done before, and just let down your guard a little bit and be musically vulnerable. And I can 100% guarantee you that you will be better for the experience. There's no chance that you'll come out of it worse than when you went in. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to leave some questions in the comments section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more reviews and original content. And I'll see you real soon.